Good morning, everybody. It's nice to be back with you for a little morning chat this morning. It's been very refreshing to be back at Mass on the weekends, and I just did a Tuesday morning Mass here at St. Thomas. The hard thing is, with those masks on, I'm not sure who some of you are, and that gets a little frustrating. You're sometimes at the altar thinking that looks like such and such a family, but you can't be sure. So it'll be nice when we can take those masks off and we can sing and participate in the Mass like we're so proud of doing here at St. Thomas St. John's. I'm doing well. I split my time. I spend a lot of time in DeWitt with my brother Padres out there and on the beautiful grounds of the retreat house. I would invite you anytime you want to just take a walk or come out and relax. The retreat house grounds are beautiful. The other day I was taking a walk and I walked by the grotto and there was a couple having a picnic there. As I walked by, they called me by name, and I turned around and it was a couple from our parish, Mike and Ann, and I had just had a nice visit with them. So they were having a little picnic lunch and had gone and got their dinner and then came back and brought it to the picnic grounds at the retreat house. So feel free to come out anytime. When I get a little bored in DeWitt, I always have Douglas to go to, and I enjoy life over there very much. So I kind of split my time between those two places. And still is difficult. I would like to be with my family more and with friends, but I did go to dinner the other night with some friends for the first time I'd been in a restaurant. We sat outside and did social distancing, and it felt good to be in a restaurant and to be finally with friends, even though we had masks on when we entered, and so did the wait staff. But life is good. God is with us and through all this, and as Jeremiah said last Sunday in the Gospel, the Lord was with him like a mighty champion. We have to remember that God is with us like a mighty champion, and He's the one that's going to get us through all this. Probably like some of you, I'm feeling a little down today. The fact that Father Gary leaves us tomorrow. Gary and I have worked together here. I've been with him the full time here, the full 3 years he's been here, and we've been through some joyous times in this parish and some painful times together too. So I very much hate to see him leave. He's been a real gift to St. John, St. Thomas, and just a fine young man, a very spirit-filled young man, and he certainly has a servant heart. And I think God's going to bless him as a pastor. They say a priest's first pastorate is always special in his life. Mine was St. John the Baptist Parish in Ypsilanti. That place will always be close in my heart. And so I wish Gary well. As much as I'm sad that he's leaving, I'm sure the people in Howell are going to rejoice when they see what kind of a man God has sent them in their new pastor. Just a little spiritual thought for today. I love today's gospel because it was very short, very, very simple, but Jesus gave us the key in that gospel to how we could live in peace and in this world. You know, one line, he says, you sum up the law and the prophets in one line of scripture. Treat other people the way we want to be treated ourselves. And you know, folks, as I was saying to the people at Mass this morning, if we only did that, if we could only live that way, we would live in a peaceful world. If you and I never did anything to anyone else that we wouldn't want in turn done to us, if we never said anything about anybody else that we wouldn't want said about ourselves, we'd live in a world of peace. But you know, we live with all the problems in our world, with racial tension and injustices and so much division, you know, where we divide ourselves according to cultures, according to creeds, according to faiths, according to political parties, which none of that's important if we only treated one another as we want to be treated. And I guess just a spiritual thought for today, I would hope we would strive to live that one line of Scripture. As Jesus said so beautifully in the gospel, it sums up the law, it sums up the prophets, it sums up everything. And I think if we could just do that one day at a time, to live today only doing to others what we'd want done to ourselves, only speaking about others the way we would want to be spoken of ourselves, it's the key to peace. And isn't that the key to living in the world as we all want to live? So just a little spiritual thought I wanted to share with you today. I look forward to the days that we are all back here at St. John, St. Thomas worshiping together. I want to see your smiling faces. I want to get those hugs that I miss very much this time of year. It's so hard for this boy to walk off the altar and not greet you. Just know that your priests miss that, not greeting you before and after Mass. It's a tough challenge, but the Lord is with us like a mighty champion, Jeremiah says. So we're going to get through this, and a day will come that we'll be participating in the liturgy and celebrating as the parish family that we are. So God bless you all. I ask you to continue to pray for all of us. Pray for the priests that are moving and retiring this week. Kind of a tough week for them. Transition time is always hard. So God bless you all, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Hold me in prayer as I always hold you in prayer. God bless you all.